Hello. Today is the 27th of February, 2026. My name is Peter Schiffman, and this is my continued journey to find recovery. Almost 17 months after suffering a traumatic brain injury at the hospital I worked at as a nurse supervisor. Tonight, I have to express gratitude. Gratitude for having been at the St. George Theater seeing Julio Iglesias Jr. with others who I feel a sense of community with and a sense of belonging. And it's amazing. I can't believe I was there and I'm still here. So here is my gratitude for having been at a show tonight as part of the SAGE program. It's incredible. And it was wonderful. And I know that times in life, your perspective can change so much that everything feels differently. And this was definitely that. Because as much as I am still in excruciating pain, having had cervical surgery and fusion 3 weeks ago, but the reason why I went down there tonight, and I've been walking around the mall very rigidly and slowly because of pain in my neck and head. But the reason why I was there and the reason why I will be a part of the SAGE program or the Golden Jubilee, whatever you want to call it, I am an elder in the community. And it is an honor for me to be an elder, being that I am relatively new to the LGBTQ community. Because in some ways, I was only born 4 years ago. As the curious young man I was inside, wearing a mask of a 56-year-old psychiatric nurse clinician who, from being neurodivergent for a lifetime, I mastered the art of wearing a mask of invisibility. So taking off all those masks has been a process, which is continuing, but I am working at it. I am learning from having been in survival mode for so many months. I am learning that as tedious and tiring as that is, I am learning that there is so much more to my awareness than just suffering. My roles in society all changed and ended on September 17th, 2024. But I am learning to be in every moment of life, good or bad. Not only that, I know what pain can do. Really, pain can kill. It can do terrible things. What I do with pain is what I have learned how to do over the last 6 years, especially since suffering a traumatic brain injury and trauma. What I do is take negative energies such as mind-numbing pain and convert it into some type of energy I can possibly use to do something good. What that means in plain English, I have known extreme levels of loss, pain, fear, and suicidality. In plain English, the overwhelming desire to end myself. I have known all that. So to convert negative energy into something I can use, I'm doing that to survive. And I've been doing that to survive. So when someone says you just had massive cervical spinal surgery 3 weeks ago, why are you down here at a show? It's because of what pain can do. I take pain medication and I'm using medical marijuana concentrated tincture for months to just not throw up constantly. But what pain won't let me do is sleep, is rest, is nod off. So pain medication, medical marijuana, the other things I am doing to survive does not knock me out or make me tired or sleepy or anything, because pain won't allow me to sleep. But I use pain to propel me. So if you hear me say I am powered by pain, know that I mean it literally. I don't want to be in so much pain that I can't rate it from 0 to 10. And the first step was taken 3 weeks ago at Lenox when they did ACD fusion, double fusion on me, discectomy. That's the first step of my recovery I have wanted for very long. The next is all up to me to put together a plan to rehabilitate myself, do whatever I need to do, because even if I have to do it alone, I will get it done. And what I won't do anymore is socially isolate myself. As a clinician, I practically preached to people why they had to not isolate themselves socially, especially when COVID started, when everyone was told, stay home. And I knew this was the worst possible thing for someone living with a serious mental illness. Yet, I have done just the same thing for over a year, until the last few months, when I have begun trying to become part of communities again, because I was part of nothing before. Standing in a dark room, frozen with pain, not knowing what to do to fix myself or to find a way forward, thinking I'm a registered nurse and I was an EMT instructor, and all these things I've done, I can't fix myself, and there are no tricks to get past this. But what I am doing is converting pain into an energy I can use. I keep saying that because that is a big part of how I've survived until this time and how I will keep going. Because for me to say I am not going to quit, I will not give up, that is a difficult thing to say, and 1,000,000,000 times I have felt like giving up. But I don't, and I won't. So to motivate myself, I think I am not the only person in the world suffering with an invisible syndrome of brain injury, or illness or anything else that can affect the brain that the average person would never notice or might think you're just being lazy or antisocial or pissed off. Assumptions are cruel. I know this because I have been victimized by wrongful assumptions. Never judge a cover by its book, especially this book. Tonight was fantastic. I haven't smiled like this in a long time. So thank you. Pride Center, Sage Program, Golden Jubilee. Thank you for allowing me to become part of this very marginalized and vulnerable community that I treasure being a member of. Thank you.